Hey there, kiddos. Welcome to Unit 6.5, Lesson 2. We have our Think About It question. We're still dealing with right triangles and the Pythagorean theorem. In the following Think About It question, we're told that the triangle below is a right triangle. We can see that as well because we see our symbol here that represents a right triangle, where the two legs are known, and they are side lengths of 6 centimeters and 8 centimeters. Can the length of the hypotenuse be determined with the given information? And explain. Well, we saw in the other video that the sum of the legs, the sum of the squares of the legs, is equal to the hypotenuse. And we can see that we're given the two legs. We're also told that they're the two legs. And we're trying to find what the hypotenuse is. So we know that with the triangle, it's specified. There are certain specifications. So we could take this leg here, and if we square that, which is the same as 6 squared, or 6 times 6, which is equal to 66, which is equal to 36. And if we do the same here with this other leg of 8 squared, which is 8 times 8, which is equal to 64, that these two, when we add them together, so 36 plus 64 is equal to whatever this side length is. We're going to call this unknown side length. If this were A and this were B, we would call this side length C. This would be equal to C squared. And so 36 plus 64 is equal to 100. So that means C squared is equal to 100. Well, we don't want to know what C squared is. We just want to know what C is. That's just the hypotenuse. And so to figure out what C is, we would have to take what's called the square root of 100, because that's the opposite of this exponent of squaring. And that would tell us what C is equal to. And so if we are asking ourselves, hey, what number times itself is equal to 100, what would you say? Well, if you said the answer is 10, you'd be correct. So that means C is equal to a side length of 10 centimeters. So our hypotenuse is equal to 10 centimeters. Now, what's really important is that we need to understand that we are able to determine what the hypotenuse is because we are given the side lengths of both of these legs, of the two legs. If we were given only one, we wouldn't be able to determine what the hypotenuse is. So it's super important that we have both legs of the right triangle in order to calculate or determine what the hypotenuse is equal to. So it's super important. Our key point for today is if two sides of a right triangle are known, then the third side can be determined using the Pythagorean theorem. So if we know two of the three sides of our right triangle, then we can determine what the third side of that right triangle is using the Pythagorean theorem. That is our key point for today. That is what you want to make sure that you understand and definitely have in your notebook as we get ready for the quiz that's coming up after Lesson 5.